Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Rudi, and thank you so much for being here.
I just went up and down the stairs like 3 times. I'm in a little bit of a tizzy.
But I'm actually really excited about today's video because I think this is a good way for me to get a lot of information to you. I asked on my community tab if you guys would want to see a video of like individual reviews of new makeup or if you want to see more like roundups. And it's funny because on my Instagram and TikTok, people are much more interested in individual reviews, but on YouTube, people are much more interested in roundup style reviews. I do what I can for the masses. I do both. I do it all, really. So today we are going to do a full face of new makeup, and I mean new as in products that are not even released yet that I have access to. And there are multiples of each kind that are new, but I'm gonna do my best to put my head in your head and say my audience would want to see this first. So my guesses are your guesses, okay? We'll go through each category and we'll talk about what's new, and if there's something that you're interested in seeing that I don't talk about in the video, we can cover that in another video. I do also just want to mention that I know, again, my upload schedule has been kind of crazy, and honestly, it's just because I've had a lot going on, and it's all been really great things, but it does take a lot longer for me to do long form videos than it does my typical shorts or my TikToks or things like that. So my plan is to kind of step down to one video a week on YouTube, and that feels really manageable for me rather than trying to get 2 videos out every week and then getting burnt out and not uploading for a month. Like, that's not what I want. I want really to be consistent with you guys. And at this moment in my life, I think the best way to do that is for me to downgrade to once a week, and we'll still be able to connect and talk about what's new and talk about makeup, but maybe just gives me a little bit more time in between to get my life together, my personal life, and spend time with my dog and my husband and just take care of myself. So that's where we're at right now. Let's dive into it. I'm really excited about this video. There are a lot of good things in here and a few things that maybe we can skip. So we'll do a little bit of try on first impression, talking to camera sort of video. So if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe. My name is Rudi. Like I said, we talk about makeup, skincare. I'm actually filming a vlog for this month, which is crazy because I haven't vlogged in so long, but again, I feel like I need to because we just need to talk and be updating each other. So I would love for you to stick around and subscribe. Okay, so the first thing, 2 things. First of all, I have been doing my brows before my makeup recently with the Got To Be glue, brow glue. It's not brow glue, actually. It's for your hair. But I've been using it in my brows because I am currently growing out my eyebrows and using a growth serum. I'm using the Grande Brow on it, and it's working very well, and I'm just kind of liking this look. If you guys remember when I did my makeup for the Half Magic party, I did it like this, and I've just been doing it like this ever since then, and it's kind of amazing to have your brows done because it makes you feel put together without any makeup on. We will be talking about a brow product, so let's start with that. This is the new Kosas Brow Pop Nano. This is so tiny, my camera can barely pick up on it, but this is a extension to their Brow Pop line. So I love Kosas brow products. I think that they are some of the best in the line, and also just in general, like at Sephora. Their typical brow pencil looks like this. It's sort of a triangle teardrop shape, and I do really, really like it. I think it's great for thicker brows, and then it also has a spoolie on the other end of it. And the Brow Pop Nano is half the size. It has the smallest, literally the smallest pencil I've ever seen, and a tiny, tiny little spoolie. So like in comparison, here is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, which is kind of like the Anastasia Brow Wiz versus the Nano. Like, that is so small. So let's use it. I have found that doing my brows like this, I like have a hard time filling them in after they've crunched down because it's like so crunchy, but also if I put it on before I put on the gel, it just gets swept away in the gel. So I don't really know if you can do both, but if you can, this is what it would look like. I need a mirror. I think there are just a few places that are super sparse in my brows. Like, I would like to fill in the tail on this brow just a little bit more. It's actually crazy how literally crispy this eyebrow is. It's a crispy critter. I'm wearing the shade dark brown because as of recently I realized like it's better for me to do my brows the same color as they are rather than filling them in with red like my hair, because it just doesn't look quite as natural. So I have black eyebrows. So I use a dark brown to fill them in. This brow is always so sparse and just an absolute train wreck to me. If they're not sisters, they're cousins. This cousin fucking hates this cousin because this cousin is perfect and this cousin is an evil, evil conniving biatch because she won't grow. And yes, that is the one where I keep plucking the tail off. But the tail won't grow the way I want it to grow. So how is that my fault, you know? This is definitely working on top of this crispy cream. Okay. It definitely gave them a fuller look without being too crazy, and I really like that. I think that this is a great addition. When I first saw it, I was like, that's stupid. And now I'm like, I really like it. So this plus my Got to Be gel has been doing me right. Of course, my neighbor's guy is coming to do the yard because why wouldn't he? Okay, so next up, we are going to prep our lips because this is something that cannot wait until the end because we have to see it over time. And that is the new Dennis Gross Plump and Repair Lip Treatment. I don't know about you, I have been seeing this everywhere. This is insanely expensive and it is supposed to be a like alternative to getting lip filler. This is $45. It has hyaluronic acid in it and it plumps, okay? So I tried this yesterday. I don't know how it's clean at Sephora, but it says that it has hyaluronic acid, peptides, ectoin, bisabolol, but I'm like, what is in here that is making your lips go crazy? Because there is something in here that makes your lips hot. And honestly, I'm not sure what it is, but it feels very similar to me to this lip treatment. It's the Scrandy Beauty one. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? This one. I can't find it because I have too many damn lipsticks. The Scrandy Beauty Lip Spicy Sauce, it feels very similar to that, but the spicy sauce is much less expensive. So that's kind of what I'm getting from it, but I am gonna put it on. The instructions actually say to not go outside of your lip line, whereas with most lip plumpers, it says to go outside of your lip line because I think they don't want you to get this around your skin where it'll be irritated. So you can take 1 to 2 clicks. I'm just gonna take 1 click because I don't need to be doing all that. And I'm going to, that was a lot. Put this on and try not to get outside my lip line. One of the problems I have with lip plumpers is that I have very naturally colored lips. My lips are very pigmented, that's what I'm trying to say. So adding a lip plumper really makes them insanely red, and then all of my lipsticks look red, or lip glosses or whatever I decide to use look super red because of it. So we will be watching this over the next, I don't know, however long this takes to film, and we'll see how it looks by the end. It doesn't really hurt too bad, but you can definitely feel something. I'll just say that. You can feel something. All right, let's get a move on into some of the stuff I know y'all are excited about. So for this video, the 2 foundations that are currently on the roundabout in social media is the new Glossier Stretch Foundation and the Youthforia Date Night Skin Tint Serum Foundation. I think between the 2 of these, you guys are more interested in the Glossier, is what I have to guess. I do have a video of me wearing this that I did with them for an ad, so I can tell you that it is very, very nice, and I can upload that if you want to see it, but for this video, we are going to use the Glossier. This is the Stretch Fluid Foundation. It retails for $34. It will be available on the 22nd of August, and it is 89% skincare, which is funny because the Youthforia one is more expensive, and it is 68% skincare. I can feel my lips getting big. They honestly are very similar. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They're very similar. The first time I tried the Glossier one, it immediately made me think of this one, which I've been testing because I worked with them on an ad. Like, they are super similar. I am in shade Light 4. They also added a new extension of lines of their concealer, which is the same formulation as it's always been. They've just changed the shade names. So I'm not going to use their concealer because it's not new, but I do like it, and in the concealer, I'm wearing shade Light 4 as well, which matches it. It also came with the PR package, their brush. This brush, I'm not sure if it's gonna retail online. I have a feeling it probably will. Ooh, my lips. My lips, my lips. Yes, so the brush is called the Stretch Face Brush, and it is going to be $28. I did use this when I tested it the first time and I don't like it. I much prefer to use a sponge with my foundations, but I will show you what this looks like so that you can see. I just find that when, here's the consistency, by the way. It's like in between a gel and a cream. It's kind of lightweight, really like it. I usually use a sponge when I'm using foundation because I like a really sheer look. So we'll do like half and half. I personally don't like this because this brush is more of a drag motion kind of brush. Like if you drag the foundation on your face, if that's how you like to apply foundation, then you might like this. But I'm not a person who likes to drag foundation because I want it to really be built up more around where I have redness. So for me, it might evenly distribute the product for you, but I much prefer to use a sponge and really build it up towards the center of my face and then feather it out around the cheeks because that's where I don't have a ton of redness and I don't need as much coverage out there. So personally, I don't think the brush is necessary or worth it. I think it could be useful for like a body SPF, like something for body. But for me personally, I just much prefer a sponge or my own brushes for this foundation. Slash for all foundation. Which really recently, I'll be honest, I've been testing so many foundations. Oh, my lips look insane. That I am just like dying to not wear foundation anymore because I've been testing them for so long. Like I've had this Glossier and the one from Youthforia for so long that I'm like, I just want concealer and nothing else. But when I do wear foundation, I don't know that I would choose either of these over the Kosas or the NARS. Because my lips are so red, this looks insane. Whew. I'm gonna take this off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like it, but I sometimes prefer to put on a plumper and then take it off and put on like a regular lip balm so that it's not just like lingering on my face. You know what I'm saying? Like it did its job. Does it really need to irritate me anymore? I don't think so. So here is the Glossier foundation up close. It really does look like skin. I could probably go a shade darker right now because of the summer, but I do think generally for my shade, like year round, it's probably light 4, and then in the summer, I'll probably add a little bit of a bronzer to it. Personally, between these two, I think I do like the Glossier one more. I like them both, but because they have this similar gel cream texture, they both have a ton of skincare in them. One's 34 and one's 48. I really don't think you need both, and it just depends on where you like to shop. Ulta, Sephora. It's really up to you, but I do like them both. I think this is a great addition to their line, and it is super pretty and feels like pretty much nothing on the skin. So I know I'm a little over on, I'm a little over wearing foundations right now, but this one is really pretty, and I think that it's a great addition to their line. Moving on, because we've been talking so much, and for that I apologize. Really though, the foundations and the concealers are the things I wanted to talk about the most in the video. The next category being concealers. It's just like, how did these brands all decide to launch concealers at the same time? It's actually crazy to me. So in front of me I have 3 very highly anticipated concealers. Plus, I don't have the Makeup by Mara one yet, but it's coming out. So we have the new Tower28 Swipe Concealer, the House Labs Concealer, the Live Tinted Concealer, and then Makeup by Mario is also coming out with a concealer. So that is 4 brand new, very highly coveted concealers that people are really excited about. I am going to wear the Tower28 one for you today because, again, I feel like that's what you guys would be most interested in. I did wear the House Labs one yesterday, and it looked really nice, but I need way more time with it before I can tell you exactly how I feel about it. And the Live Tinted one is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. I am doing an ad with them for this launch that you will see at the end of the month. But it is really nice, and also has a brush applicator, which is something different. I just don't think that we have the time to really dive into every single new launch here, so we will have to go over those in another video. But today, I do want to talk about the new Tower28 Swipe Concealer. I am in the shade IE, and secretly, I have been keeping this from you because I have had this concealer as a sample since April. Since April, you guys. Amy, the founder of Tower28, sent me a sample of the concealer months ago, and I have been using this crusty dusty sample ever since then and absolutely loving it, and I couldn't say anything about it. It's been an absolute train wreck not telling you about it, but now I get to, and I'm so excited. This concealer is so good, you guys. It feels like an actual serum going on the skin. It is a really lightweight consistency, and it almost feels cooling on the under eyes. Something really interesting about this concealer is that it's gonna give you more coverage than you would expect. So I like to use a sponge to blend it out because I, again, like more of a lighter coverage with my concealer products, but it looks so natural. Like, look at the difference between my under eyes. And I just take it all over the eye to really give like that brightening effect. This would be gorgeous as a foundation. Like, I really do, obviously I like the Tower28 tinted SPF, but there are other ones out there that I like more. And this concealer to me is a perfect under eye slash mix that you could use on your blemishes as well and would be so pretty as a foundation. I have really enjoyed using this with a sponge over a brush because I just think that it matches my vibe a little bit better with a sponge, but you could easily use this on areas of redness with a brush. So it's really lightweight while also being incredibly creamy. And it just is stunning. It's absolutely stunning. People have been asking me to compare it to other things, and it's just so hard for me to because concealers have gotten really good recently, and there are a lot of really good ones on the market. And obviously a lot of people want me to compare concealers to the Hydro Sealer, with it being, you know, my favorite, but I can't. This one is really unique. It's in a category of its own. It's lightweight, it's thin, it's not super glowy, it's more of like a natural satin finish, and it just looks stunning. If I had to compare it to one, I would say it's the most similar to the Glossier concealer in the sense that it gives you higher coverage with that lightweight look. I would say the Glossier is slightly more glowy, just slightly more glowy than the Tower28 one. The Tower28 one, it doesn't set, but it kind of gives you more of like a natural finish. I really like it. I think if I have to compare it to the other two here, it's similar to the Live Tinted, and then the House Labs is gonna give you more coverage and it's gonna be a little bit more matte. But man, the concealers these days, they're all really good. I don't think you can go wrong with the Tower28 one. I think everybody would like it, no matter like what your style of makeup is, because it is buildable depending on if you use it with a sponge or brush. So that's my review. I really like it. I think that you'll like it too. It's creamy, it's blendable, it's gorgeous, and if you can find a shade in the shade range, you'll love it. There are no new bronzers, thank God, heaven above, because we're already running out of time. So I'm just gonna pop on the Tower28 Sculptino. I was just thinking about this the other day and how I never pull it out, and I need to because it's really good. This is their cream contour, but to me it's just a cream bronzer. Like, it's really warm. It's not like a contour shade at all. So I'm just gonna pop this on and then we will talk about blush. For blush, there's not a ton of new stuff, but there is one new formula, so that's what I wanna use. But I did wanna mention I picked up the new shade of the Patrick Ta duo in She's Flushing, and it's gorgeous. If you like this formula, this color is stunning. Stunning. Highly recommend it. But because I've talked about this formula before and it's not new to the market, I want to talk about the new M Cosmetics blushes and this new formula. These are the Pillow Plush blushes. It only comes in 2 shades. It comes in Peanut and Tickled, and I really like both shades. One is more of a plum and one is more of a brownie nude. I say let's use both, why not? The packaging is really cute. It comes with little mirrors, and it also comes with tiny little finger applicators. The only problem with this is that there's no place for you to put the finger applicator in the compact. Like, if I put this in here and then close it, it won't close. See? Like, it's stuck. So you kind of have to carry it around separately, which kind of stinks. But this formula is like a cream to powder, like really plushy, like powdery, not powdery, like, I don't know how to explain it. Basically, if you watch her video on it, she says it's basically like getting your face airbrushed by a blush. it's like already blended by the time you put it on. So obviously I'm excited for that. And I kind of am addicted to this tiny little thing. Look at it. Oh. So let's start with the shade Peanut. I don't know if I should like drag it or tap it or what. I'm gonna tap it in with this. It's so cute, this little finger thing. I really can't get over it. I feel like Cosmetics does a really good job of coming out with cute, like fun, new sort of products. And I mean, Michelle Phan is like the original YouTuber, so she knows. That is really pretty. It does look airbrushed. My cheeks do look airbrushed. I'm not even lying to you guys. Like it looks, they're very, very matte and pillowy. That's pretty. Let's use the berry shade in the middle of the cheeks as like a little moment. I feel like in her video she was just tapping, but that doesn't really do anything. I think you kind of have to tap and rub, like a little bit of both. You have to be careful though, because the sides of these little finger things are sharp and it'll like cut into the little putty. Oh, she's pigmented. Oh, that is a pretty fall color. These are both pretty fall colors, actually. Guys, that's really cute. And it blended so cute with this little thing. Oh, mommy like. Again, I have to like keep the little thing, you know? Like I have to keep this and put it in here and like keep that because I like it and I want to apply it with that, which is obviously annoying. I wish that there was a compartment for it in the actual compact because like what's the point of having these separate if you can't have a little compact for it? And obviously I'm gonna lose it because I'm a piece of shit. So cute though. Oh my gosh, look at my cheeky cheekies. They look airbrushed. I'm not even lying to your ass. Well, I'll consider that a win from Cosmetics part. I don't think I would have gone out of my way to buy those, and they are really, really cute, and I can't wait to see what other colors that they come out with. It's so pretty. Okay, so for highlighter, this is technically new, but it's not technically a highlighter, but I think I want to try it as this. These are the new Goldi Bright Drops from Drunk Elephant, and I actually have been using this in my moisturizer, and I've talked about that this morning in my vlog. Hashtag go watch my vlog. I don't know if it's up or not, but when it's up, go watch it. And I've been mixing it in with the Future Wise Slug Cream, and I want to try this on its own as a highlighter because when I swatched it on my little hand, it reminds me very much of the Say Glowy Super Gel in like more of a gold shade. Like it's very similar in texture, but I think it's a little more skincare like blendable. Like see how it's just picking up on the sponge? The sponge looks disgusting. So I'm just going to use my sponge to like lightly place this and see how it looks on top of makeup because I know it's more meant to be like a mixing product, but like forget. Oh, that's really pretty. It's really, really, really lightweight, so it might be better to go in with your fingers or a brush because the sponge just ate that up. But that is really pretty. Look at that. I'm gonna take the tiniest bit. I mean, obviously this was expensive too, so do I really want to be going out of my way using this every day? But this is really pretty. I'm gonna put some on my eyes too. It's very thin. I would say it's almost thinner than the Say Glowy Super Gel, but if you have the Say Glowy Super Gel, I don't know if you need this as well, because like the main thing in here is niacinamide, and I'm pretty sure that that is also what it is for these Glowy Super Gel. I don't think you need both. But try mixing your Say Glowy Super Gel with your moisturizer and see how it looks, because I feel like that is what I did and it looked really pretty. I'm gonna take this back and just tap over that a little bit so that it blends in with the glow. You see that just like tiny bit of luminescence? It's not very intense, but it just made my cheeks look a little bit more natural, like skin, rather than that super airbrushed effect. So I like that too. I like both looks, but I just wanted to try it on top of my makeup and see how it looked. And it looks very pretty. Yeah, super natural and just the tiniest bit of glow, which I can so appreciate. All right, we are rounding this out with just 2 more products. I already talked about this in another video, but we are gonna try it again. The only new mascara that I've seen recently, besides my own coming out next year, we have some time before that comes out, so I'm not gonna start teasing and squeezing you guys. I do have a sample of it though, and it is really good. But until then, the brown tubing mascara, which will be mine. We're gonna use this one from Kat Von D. This is the full sleeve. I talked about this in another video. I don't like the wand. I find that the formula is too thin, and it's supposed to like hook your lashes, and I just don't feel like it does that because the formula is too thin. Also, this lash, this eyeballs lash is going through it. Like, it's in a weird growth cycle, but I just find that this mascara, like, look at that. It clings them all together. Where'd my lashes go? It clung them straight to each other. I don't like this. I know that some of you guys talked about liking it, but it's not for me. Every time I use it, I have to go through with a, and I could tell I wasn't gonna like it based on the wand because it's so big. And I don't even like synthetic wands. I like natural bristle wands. I just don't like it, you guys. This is a good eyelash over here, and it's still, I feel like I have to be so careful not to get it everywhere. It's just too liquidy, and I don't like the wand, and that stinks. So I usually have to go through with a spoolie and try and separate the lashes afterwards, which I don't want to do that. I want a mascara that I can put it on and I know right away it's going to look good and I can just, boom, leave the house. It is good in terms of the tubingness of it. Like, it does tube off and it's easy to remove, but it's just too clumpy for me. And it's not even, I don't know if clumpy is the word as much as it is like goopy. It goops your lashes together. And it's just too wet. It's kind of messy. So I think there are better ones out there, and there are better ones being made every day. Spoiler alert, mine. See, now I have to go in and kind of clean up all the goop off my eyeballs, which is fine. You have to do that with a lot of mascara, but I don't want to do that. It takes extra time. I don't want a mascara that it takes a lot of time to make it look good. I want it to look good right when I put it on. Are you with me? Next up, this is not new, but it is my freckle pen. And I'm gonna put a bunch on, of course. I will say by the time this goes up, we should be in our second drop, which means it should be available for a purchase if you wanna pick it up. It is the best freckle pen ever, and don't just take my word for it, take everyone's word for it, including Katie Jane Hughes. Makeup artist to the stars. Ever heard of her? Also, Hailey Bieber uses it. Just a quick plug, just saying, the people like it. And if I can use it, you can use it. If my friends who literally barely ever wear makeup can use it, you can use it. It is the best freckle pen, and I'm not just saying that because I made it, because you guys also made it with me. The same process that I am going to make my mascara with, I am making all of my products with you guys. So, actually, if you don't like it, it's your fault, turns out, because you made it. I've been going a little heavier with my freckles recently, and I just think it looks so cute. So I hope you guys like it, and at the time that this is up, you can also purchase the pen in a bundle with these nails from Quickies, which is my favorite press-on nail brand. I've been wearing them now for like almost a year. I love them. My friend Bailey is the one who created this brand out of Canada, and it is the perfect little addition to your look, to be the strawberry girl summer that you want to be. I love it. So anyways, I'll have that all linked down below. And last but not least, we are going to top this off with one of the new Milk Odyssey lip oils. I actually worked with them on this campaign as well. They're gorgeous. The shade selection that they made is so fucking cool. Sorry to absolutely curse on camera, but they made the coolest shade selection of like really cool shades. I don't know how else I can say that. I have swatches I can put in, but this is my favorite one. Obviously, this is in the shade Trek, and it is a glitter. They smell so good, you guys. They smell like actual creamsicles, like dreamsicles. You know when you get a dreamsicle from the ice cream man? That's what this smells like. And my lips are good and plumped from the Dr. Dennis Gross, so we're good. We're ready to go. Oh, it smells so good. I literally told the team at Milk, I was like, can you turn this into a perfume? Because I would wear it. And those are not plumping or anything. They're just like a nice, nourishing lip oil. It's called a lip oil gloss. I would say this fits into the category of makeup that I love, that you guys love, which is like the really like thick, juicy ones that are not sticky. They feel good on the lips. They are super shiny. It comes in a clear. The packaging is gorgeous. They smell good. Like, it's absolutely a win in my book. Milk has been putting out bangers after bangers, And if there was one shade that you were gonna get, I would say Trek, because it is so pretty and it looks really nice with lip liner as well. Okay, let's top this look off with a little bit of setting spray. I'm gonna use the Euphoria pre-game, actually no I'm not, because this spray is kind of insane. I'm gonna use the Glass Skin Veil Mist from Peach and Lar. I need a mist that's somewhere between this and the Euphoria one, because this, I almost don't even feel it on my skin. And I have to use a lot to like even feel it. And then the Euphoria one, I'm like being doused. I'm like, is there an in-betwixt that I may have? And here is our finished look with all new makeup. Literally so many new things. I think things that you guys are really interested in. So a quick overview of what I would say you should get versus skip. I would say skippage wise, you can skip the KVD tubing mascara. If you are going to pick up the Glossier foundation, I would say personally you can skip the brush. If you are not a lip plumper type of person, or you already have a lip plumper, the Dr. Dennis Gross one, it doesn't do anything that a typical lip plumper does. Like, it does all the same things. So if you already have a lip plumper, I don't think you necessarily need this one for $48. The yeses to me for sure, and then also, if you have the Say Glowy Super Gel, I don't think you need this from Drunk Elephant. The yeses to me are definitely the Tower28 Swipe Concealer. It's so beautiful. I think you're gonna love it. As well as the Milk Lip Oils. These are so pretty and they look beautiful together. I mean, all you need at this point is like a little mascara. And then also, I would say if you are looking for a new lightweight foundation, the Glossier one is very, very pretty. I will wear this when I'm in the mood to wear a foundation for sure. And then lastly, my maybes, depending on how you feel about certain things. I really do like these blushes from M Cosmetics. These are stunning. They look so good on the face, but if you're not a person who likes a matte formula, or you think that this is a little gimmicky, or it's, you know, gonna bother you that this doesn't come in here, I get that, but I mean, they're stunning. So personally, this is a yes to me, but I get it. And then secondarily, the Kosas Brow Pop, really, really, really like this. But if you find that like the drugstore ones are small enough for you, like the L'Oreal Brow Definer, and you want to spend less money, I think those would work just as well. But I do think this is really nice if you want to spend the money on a brow product. Oh my God, I just said so much stuff. And I'm looking at other makeup that I'm like, oh my God, we need to talk about this, we need to talk about this. So anyways, let me know down in the comments what you're interested in for my next video. I know that a lot of people want to see a concealer showdown. I'm down for it. It's gonna be complicated, but I'm totally down for it. Let me know. I am here for you. I am here for we. And also all of this will be linked down below. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you guys in the next one really soon.